Fine, good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. So I hope by God's grace you and your parents all are being safe. Students, pray to God for your health, your studies, everything. Okay. So are you watching daily online classes, students? So are you watching or not? Please watch daily online class. Okay. Okay students, welcome to our today's online class. Now we are studying about chapter 1. So what's the title of our chapter? Introduction to Computers. Isn't it? Okay. So in this chapter, so what are the important questions you have studied? Just recall what are the important questions you have studied. First important 5-mark question is generations of computer. Isn't it? Then what's the next important 2-mark question? Data and information. Then what's the next important 2-mark question? Define computer. Then next important 5-mark question is functional components of a computer. Important 5-mark question. Okay. So you have studied and you are thorough about what? Thorough about generations of computers. Then 2-mark question data and information. Then define computers. Then 5-mark question now I am teaching. So last class I have taught about functional components of computer. So functional components of computer, from where to where you need to write? Starting from the functional components of computer, introduction 4 parts, then the diagram, then what are the each points, what are the each headings, input unit, then CPU, that processing unit, inside the CPU what are things, ALU, then control unit, then memory unit, isn't it? Then output unit. So this much till that till output unit you need to write for the 5-mark question. Okay. So today you are going to study about memory unit. Okay. So what's the use of memory unit? Okay. So always the computer is working based on 3 processes. What are they? Input, processing and output. Isn't it? So input is given by using keyboard or any input devices. After giving the input, the CPU will process all the data. After processing, all the details will be storing in where? Storing in memory for the further use, isn't it? So after processing, you will get the proper output. Isn't it, Anna? Okay. Then same way only, if I am taking class means I am giving input to you. So after I am teaching, you are going to learn the portions, that is processing. So after learning, you will store everything in the what? In brain for your exams. Okay, what's the expectation of us? You need to score good marks. Isn't it, Anna? Same way. So here computer also, after giving the input, processing is done by CPU. After processing you get in the proper output. Okay. So after processing, all the data will be stored in where? In the memory unit. Okay. So this memory unit is divided into 2 types. Okay. Memory unit is divided into how many types? 2 types. Okay. So what are they? Means primary memory and secondary memory. Okay. What are the 2 types of memory? So what are the 2 types of memory? Primary memory and secondary memory. So now we are going to study about these 2 kinds of memory in detail. Okay. So first one is the primary memory. Okay. So each day portions you need to write in your notebook. Okay, so what are the portions I am taking class? Because you didn't get the textbook, you need to study, So you should write each and every day portions in your notebook, computer notebook. Okay, so each day you need to put the date and put the heading. What I am teaching, in that heading you need to write. Okay, so today's date you put and today you put heading as memory unit. So this is the continuation of that 5-mark question. Okay, so the memory unit is divided into how many types? 2 types. What are they? Primary memory and secondary memory. Okay. So what's the use of primary memory and what's the use of secondary memory? Okay. So primary memory is mainly used to store the data in temporarily. So what's the difference between temporarily and permanently? So temporary means, so temporary, for example, so you are learning some questions. Okay, by if you are understanding and studying means it won't get forget. So you will store that question in your brain. So that is a permanent. Same question by 5 minutes just here and there you are reading. Here and there you are reading and you are thinking, yes, I can recall everything while writing the exam. So that is called temporarily. Permanently means you are understanding the question and you are sitting on place and studying and storing in the memory for your exam. But that is called permanently. Temporary means here and there just you are reading and you are leaving it. That is called temporarily. Okay. Same way. So primary memory is mainly used to store the data on temporarily. Okay, so whenever you need to run the program, at that time you can run, but the informations will be stored as not permanently, temporarily. Okay, so and also listen, so in the primary memory, what are the things you are storing? Okay, primary memory is even as a temporary storage device. So what are things you are storing in the primary memory is volatile. That means what's the meaning of volatile mean? For example, you are storing something in the primary memory, so immediately the power went or power lost. Okay, so immediately the power supply is switched off means what are the things you have saved in that primary memory will be lost. For example, you are storing one file or maybe one movie or some photos or some documents or some audios or some songs, anything you are storing in that primary memory. Okay, then after storing you are at that time the power went off. Okay, so after the power come, you are going to on the system. Next you are going to check whether all the files are there in the primary memory. So while you are checking, the files won't be there. Why? Because primary memory is volatile. That means what are things you have stored inside the primary memory is not permanent, it's a temporary. Whenever the power supply is went off, immediately the content will be, what are the contents you are saving, all the contents will be lost. Understood? Okay. So here best example for the primary memory is RAM. Random important one mark question. So many times they ask this question. Dash is an example of main memory. So what is an example of main memory? RAM. RAM means random access memory. Understood? 3 points you have studied under the heading primary memory. What are the points? Primary memory is mainly used to store data temporarily. Okay. So whenever you need, the programs will execute. So what are things you are storing in the primary memory? Immediately the power went off, the content will be lost. There's a chance of losing the file. So which one is the best example for the main memory? RAM. Understood? So please write these 3 points in your notebook. Okay. Then, so next one is a secondary memory. So secondary memory is just opposite to primary memory. Okay. Secondary memory is mainly used to store the data permanently, not temporarily. For example, you are storing some details of files or movies or audios or anything. You are storing some files in that particular device. Even when after the power supply is going on or what are the things you are doing, whatever may be, the file will be there. The file won't get lost. That is called secondary memory. Okay, so we can call secondary memory is non-volatile. Volatile means immediately the power supply switched off means your content will be lost, but secondary memory is non-volatile. Why? Because it's a permanent memory. So even the power supply is switched off, the content will be there. Understood the difference between primary memory and secondary memory? Sometimes they will ask, mostly last year also they asked, I think it's so, differentiate primary memory and secondary memory. So like that if they ask, so that if they ask the questions like this, primary memory, secondary memory, differentiate. So whatever differentiation question they asking means you should draw a tabular column. Then first one you should put primary memory, second tabular column, so you should put secondary. Then you need to differentiate and write. So what's the first point in primary memory you will write? It's a temporary storage memory. In secondary memory, what's the first point? Permanent storage memory. What's the second point in primary memory? It's a volatile. Second memory it is non-volatile. Then third point, the content is not available when the power switched off. Here, content is available when the power switched off. Then What's the example for primary memory? RAM. So what's the example for secondary memory? CD, ROM, DVD. For example, you are storing some files. You are storing some files in the CD. Okay, so you are storing some files in the CD, and after that you are taking the CD. Even when the power went off, after the power came, you are playing the CD. Whether the file will be there inside the CD? Yes, isn't it? As per your wish, whenever you need, you can play the CD. That is called permanently storage memory. Understood? Okay. So till that you need to write for the 5 mark question. From where to where you need to write? Functional components of a computer. From there to that introduction you need to write 4 points. Then diagram you need to draw. Then explain input unit. What do you mean by input unit? Then CPU. As inside the CPU, ALU, control unit, then output unit, then memory unit, primary and secondary memory. So up to this you need to write for 5 mark question. Very important 5 mark question this one. Okay. So now we are moving to next topic. Input and output devices. Okay, always I said, so in the computer you are going to give some input. So after getting the input, the computer will process the data. After the computer will give the output, isn't it? So you are studied about input unit, output unit, everything. So if you need to give input to the computer, mean for that particular device will be there. Without input device, whether you can able to give input to the computer? No. So you need some input and output device. Okay. So lot of input and output devices are there. So in your book they have given some example. So among that, first you are going to study about first input device is a keyboard. Okay. So please don't skip even one topic. Okay. So from here they will ask one questions, even one 2 mark question. For example, they ask define keyboard, or define keyboard for 3 mark, or explain keyboard 5 mark. 2 mark means you need to write 2 points, 3 mark means 3 points, 5 mark means 4 or 5 points. Okay, yes. First keyboard. So keyboard, now we can see wired keyboard, wireless and virtual. What do you mean by wired? Wired keyboard means the keyboard with wire. Okay, so in the lab and you guys seen, no? So keyboard is connected to the CPU through the wire. So wireless means a keyboard do not contain any wires. Virtual means as it is, it looks like a keyboard. Understood? Okay. So 3 kinds of keyboards are there. What are they? Wired, wireless and virtual. So this is the most commonly used input device. Okay. So in the keyboards you might have seen lot of keys. Isn't it? What are the keys you have seen? Alphabets, that is letters key. Then numbers you might have seen. Then special characters. What do you mean with special characters? Comma, colon, quote, single quotes, double quotes, equal to, like this lot of symbols you might have seen in the keyboard. Okay, so important 1 mark question. So the key, what are the keys are there? Letters key, that is alphabets, numbers and some special characters. So all together we can say this and all called character keys. So I have underlined no here the character keys, that one. So here I have underlined no character keys, that is so important 1 mark question. Individual keys for letters, numbers and special characters are collectively known as what? Character keys. Understood? Okay. So normally keyboard means you will remember about alphabets, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, isn't it? Till Z. So apart from this alphabet, some numeric keys are there. So there. What do you mean by numeric? Numeric means numbers. Numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 till 9. Then apart from this number key, some functional keys are also there. What are functional keys? Functional key means at the top of the keyboard you might have seen F1, F2, F3 till F12. F1 to F12. So function keys always starts with the word F. Okay, function keys starting from F1 to till F12. Each function keys are separate functions. Understood? Okay. So this is important 2 mark question. Okay, explain the set of keys available in the keyboard. Important. So some letters I have given as a bold, no. So this is important 1 mark question. This is important 2 mark question. Define or explain different sets of keys available in the keyboard. So what are the different sets of keys available in the keyboard? character keys, then modifier keys. GUI means graphical user interface. Okay, so a lot of keys are there. Then enter key, editing key, function key, numeric keypad key, and lock key. Likewise, lot of keys are there. So this and all keys you need to explain. This is a important 2-mark question. Define different set of keys available in the keyboard. Okay, so what are the different sets of keys available in the keyboard? Say character keys, modifier keys, GUI keys, enter keys, editing keys, function keys, navigation, numeric keypad, and lock keys. Understood? So what are the points you have studied in keyboard? Keyboard may be wired or wireless or virtual. So this is the most commonly used input device today. Okay. So here what are the commonly used keys are there? Alphabet, that is alphabets, letters, numbers, and some special characters. So altogether we can say as which keys? Character keys. Okay, so apart from this alphabet key and numeric key, so and also which kind of keys are there? Functional keys. Okay, so functional key starts from F1 to F12. Okay, so and also different sets of keys are available in the keyboard. What are the different sets of keys? Character keys, modifier keys, system, GUI, editing, function keys, navigation keys, numeric keypad, and lock keys. So these are the different sets of keys available in the keyboard. Okay. Okay. Up to this today's enough. Okay. So today what are the things I have taught? Memory unit. What are the memory unit? Primary memory and secondary memory. So and also input and output device. I have taught one input device. What's the first input device? Keyboard. Okay. So in the notebook you need to note it down about memory unit and keyboard. Okay, so today after completion of this portion, so please study that 5-mark question, functional components of computer. So altogether you need to study functional components of computer 4 points, then that diagram, then input units, control unit, ALU, memory unit, primary memory, and secondary memory. Okay, so while you are coming for this interactive class on Wednesday, I'll ask question. So please study thorough. Just go through it, this keyboard. Okay, so input and output devices tomorrow onwards you can study. So tomorrow I'll continue the class remaining input and output device. Thank you students. Don't waste time. Thank you. Study well.